Rise and grind, McAlester. Welcome to Harbor Mountain Coffee House at 224 South 3rd Street in McAlester. Come have a cup of joe with us and enjoy the show. You're tuned in to Coffee with the Coach, brought to you by Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress, Reagan Auto, the PC Landing Zone, and Bank First. Also, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of McAlester. We're live on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM, as well as video streaming on YouTube. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, and tomorrow night, your McAlester Buffaloes face off with the Ada Cougars for the 99th time. McAlester fans know this matchup simply as POTAC. This rivalry returns to the Hook, and the weather should be fantastic, so there's no reason to stay home. Let's pack the stands tomorrow, MacTown. Now, with all that said, let's welcome the head coach of the McAlester Buffaloes, Forrest Mazey.
Glad to be back.
Coach, before we speak on the big game, again, we had Poto last week, 16-14.
Yep.
6 days later, what's your analysis of the game?
Five glaring things that really, I think, kept us from winning the ball game. Couple high snaps, couple situations where, just had bad breaks. Thank you so much. Had bad breaks, we tip a pass on the screen pass. If we catch it, we probably at least a first down at the 35 and got a chance to get a field goal. But, bad breaks happen in football, and you got to overcome them. And they just had a few less bad breaks than us at different times, Winnable football game, but people don't realize in 6 years they've lost 3 games at home. I mean, I understand it's a hostile environment over there, and I told the kids that. The effort, I thought our effort all night was really good. You just can't have them bad breaks against the disciplined football team.
It's also one of those teams where, other games you might be able to make many mistakes and still win the game, but since they take so much time off the clock with the kind of offense they run, it leaves less room for mistakes.
Right. On top of that, the play clock was broke. The play clock, and usually the officials on the field keep it, but they let the clock keeper keep the time up to 25 seconds. So, what's 1 or 2 more seconds in a game per play is a lot for them. Mm-hmm. It turns into almost a minute or two probably off the clock, depending. I mean, even if it's not an honest mistake, even if you're 1 second or 2 seconds behind every play, it's a situation because you got to know. There's a delay in that. When from him pushing the button, it doesn't instantly. It's wireless. So, like I said, you're talking about 2 seconds, 1 to 2 seconds of play over a case of 15 plays. That's a lot of seconds. So. When you're talking about a football game like that. Like I said, we had our opportunities, 2 points and a couple plays from being 2-0. But I told the kids, I said, if they can take this and figure out what they did wrong and keep playing tough and keep playing, hard-nosed football and the discipline, sharpen the discipline up, sky's the limit. It can make you better.
That's something I found just crazy, though, when you're down 7-2 and you score on every drive that you had in the second half.
Yeah, one play.
One play in the third quarter. I know, that was pretty nuts. Now,
usually you win.
Usually you do. And I wanted to ask about this because we were trying to wonder here as you end up getting the old classic, the bacon, egg, and cheese on everything bagel.
I'm telling you right now, Harbor Mountain may have the best breakfast sandwich in town.
There you go. Hey, we were wondering this inside the press box. When they decided to go for 2 up 16-8, what do you think?
Somebody must have, I don't know. Somebody must have told them wrong. That's happened to us, because I didn't even realize it. Mm-hmm. I'm sitting there trying to get offense ready, thinking about what we're going to do. And then I saw they didn't go for it. I was like, oh, my God. I was like, wow, that was not smart. And but then we didn't convert, so I guess it worked out for them.
Right. So I was just wondering because, also you had to
They had to be told wrong. I don't know what they were thinking.
Kudos to your defense, though, for being ready for that, too, though, because, it wasn't expected. Jordan Clark had another stellar game. 2 picks. The only offensive play of the third quarter, like we mentioned, he went 63 yards for a touchdown.
Great play.
What do you think about Jordan Clark's start to his junior season here?
I think he's, like I said, he's doing the things we expected him to do. I think Jordan's one of them dynamic players and explosive players that's just kind of scraping the potential. The only thing he lacks all the time is confidence. He's a stellar athlete. Once he's starting to get that confidence, as you can tell by his play. So, if he had Deion's swag, if he had Coach Prime's swag, there ain't no telling. I'm telling you, man, because athletically, the kid is gifted. He's a great kid on top of that, and never have to worry about grades. He's a 4.0 student. He's just a phenomenal all-around young man and a really, really good athlete.
All right, with that, we'll sneak aside for our first time out. This is Coffee with the Coach inside of Harbor Mountain Coffee House. We'll be back with player interviews after a word from our sponsors.
Looking for a trustworthy automotive shop? Come see our technicians at Reagan Auto. Our trusted technicians work hard to get your vehicle needs taken care of in a timely manner. Here at Reagan Auto, we provide oil changes, tires, alignments, along with transmissions and engines. Stop by and see us at Reagan Auto at 306 East Wyandotte in McAlester to get a quote, or simply call 918-715-3236. That's 918-715-3236.
The Buffaloes are the pride of McAlester. When it comes to sports, they're the winning team. And when it comes to your money, Bank First is the all-star you need on your side. We're talking big plays with full-service banking, touchdowns with convenient online and mobile banking, and overtime support with extended hours and ATMs statewide. Bank First, your money's winning team. Proud supporter of the McAlester Buffaloes. Member FDIC.
Nothing's working!
Wait, we're not cavemen! We have technology!
Are you a business in need of technology help? The PC Landing Zone specializes in device repair, including phones, tablets, computers, as well as networking installations and troubleshooting, cloud backups, VoIP phone systems, structured cabling, and more. Give us a call at 918-820-4188 for your local one-stop shop for all your technology needs.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a proud supporter of our McAlester Buffaloes. As your hometown dealership, we're supporting and cheering on our Buffaloes every step of the way, on and off the field. Check out Patriot's unbeatable selection of new Dodge Jeep and Ram vehicles, all backed by our exclusive Patriot Pledge, a lifetime engine warranty. Lifetime engine warranty. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, where community and commitment drive everything we do. Go Buffs!
Tannehill Furniture and Mattress, where you'll find furnishings for every room in your home. Tannehill Furniture and Mattress has been family owned and operated for more than 34 years. Our experience and hometown service will help you find the furniture you've always wanted at the best price possible. Best of luck to the McAlester Buffaloes from all of us at Tannehill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street, McAlester. Go Buffs! Have a great season. Welcome back to Coffee with the Coach from Harbor Mountain Coffee House on 3rd Street in McAlester. This year's show brought to you by Reagan Auto, the PC Landing Zone, Bank First, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of McAlester, and Tannehill Furniture and Mattress. We've got Buffalo seniors Pfeiffer Mitchell and Will Spears with us this morning. Welcome to the show, guys.
It's good to be here.
All right, we're going to go ahead and dig in with an icebreaker real quick. Who would you want to play you in a movie about the McAlester Buffaloes?
Hemsworth.
Hemsworth.
Oh, wow.
Right away.
Hemsworth off the rip.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you.
So then someone's got to pick it for Will then. Yeah, who's going to play Will Spears
For
then?
Will, I mean, if they gave like if there was like a live actor for Beowulf, probably him, or if Brad Pitt had long hair.
If Brad Pitt had long hair.
I got the Fight Club Brad Pitt. For
Pfeiffer's
Will.
pretty quick on the draw too. That's not too bad.
It's kind of scary how many times I thought about who I wanted to play me in a movie.
you were
off the
right.
rip,
You're right there. Hey, let's talk a little bit about football here. I consider you guys one of the most dynamic duos in the class. I mean, it's pretty cool to be able to have not only the guys to be able to have you guys' talent, but also to have the experience you guys have had as well and the hard work combined with it. Going back to experience, how cool has it been to be able to have a little bit of chemistry going into your senior year? And what is that chemistry like? Like, we know you guys are close on the football field. You play right next to each other. How close are you guys off the field?
Well, I think especially whenever Will first moved here, I mean, we were thick as thieves, dude. I mean, we were tight. We still are tight for sure. We hang out and stuff. We got majority of our classes are together. So I mean, we see each other all day during the school day. We saw each other all day during the summer. I mean, we rarely argue, and if we do, it's just guys, shooting it. So we're just really tight, on and off the football field, and I think that really, really helps. Like the defense, I think it really helps the team. I mean, if they see the two leaders on the defense getting along, it kind of like settles everybody's nerves, especially in a game.
I was about to say, if you ever argue, it's either his fault or he's going to say it's your fault.
Yeah, dude. If it's it never really matters.
Will?
Yeah, we compliment each other pretty good on the field. Mm-hmm. We just know how it works. When one person goes one way, the other one goes the other.
Yeah.
You think you guys being so close off the field also helps you guys on the field?
Yeah, I think it all correlates at the end of the day. It's almost like hey, Will behind you. He already knows exactly which way to turn. It's like kind of like a mind reading kind of deal. I mean, we're not related, but we might be somewhere way down the line.
Somewhere down the line. Also, I noticed with the numbers opening up, a lot of seniors do this. They change numbers maybe their senior year, or it opens up their junior year. So you guys changed from the 40s to now 10 and 3. Is there a story behind the number, or is there just, hey, I like that number, it was a little bit cooler, I'm picking that one?
Well, my freshman year when I first arrived here, I was idolizing the Sam linebacker here. His name's Chase Faber, and he wore number 3.
Oh, McAlester fans know him.
Yeah, and we ended up getting pretty close. After he went to college, we'd text, he'd come back down, and he'd work me. We'd work out together and stuff, and that honestly helped me a lot because he's a stellar football player, and he's still playing college football. So just to be able to wear that number and represent what kind of legacy he left here at McAlester as number 3, it kind of it's just a feel good kind of story, Just want to represent what he did here.
And that's why I asked it, Will.
I like the way the number looks.
It just looks cool, the 1 and the 0, man. I like that. Speaking of being seniors, prominent leaders on this team, do you guys have any advice for some of the underclassmen? I'm sure you've already given a lot to some of the underclassmen, but also future McAlester Buffaloes wanting to be, on the gridiron on Friday nights against Ada.
We're going to give you crap all the time, Just don't take it personal. You're a freshman or you're a sophomore or even a junior. You're going to get – upperclassmen are going to give you crap all the time, just for being your age. So don't take it personal. Get out there. Put yourself in front of the coaches. Put yourself in uncomfortable positions and just be confident, When the second you start tippy-toeing, you're just not going to be the guy that the coaches need you and want you to be. So I think just put yourself in front of the coaches and just play football, fly around.
Yeah, same thing. Get out on the field however you can and just be tough because sometimes you got to play a little hurt.
I like that. So, not playing hurt, but I like the mentality that you guys bring to the gridiron every week. Now, the big rivalries tomorrow. I've asked the seniors this last year, so I'm going to ask you guys too. Whether you were born into it, I know with Will, you're kind of adopted into it as well. Everyone has their feelings over 100 years of history in this rivalry. So, for the seniors, or for you guys at least, what does the rivalry mean to you?
I played Ada every year. I've been in high school. And I guess I didn't really fully understand how much of a rivalry was because my freshman year, we beat them by however many points. Then my sophomore year, beat them 32-0 at the hook. So I guess I didn't really understand. And junior year, it's like they're a good football team, It really is a genuine rivalry. So, but I'm very confident going into tomorrow's game. We're a lot tougher, mentally tougher than we were last year, and I think it's going to be a really good game. I'm very confident, though.
Yeah, same thing. We got something to prove from last year. They destroyed us over at third place. We're going to come back with something this year.
Yeah, I know that for myself. My dad played in the rivalry when he was in the 80s under Wadsworth, and I knew that I didn't like Ada before I even knew who Ada was. So that's kind of how it is when it comes to the different generations, especially for the people born and raised here in McAlester. So we got one final question here. It's always a fun one. Recently had the rematch of Joey Chestnut and Kobayashi. Okay, so I want to know which one of y'all would win in a hot dog eating contest if we went right now.
If we went right now?
Right now.
Let's see.
Buns and everything.
Will's ate more of his sandwich than I have, so I have a little less on my stomach. Soft. No, I just didn't want cream cheese all over my face. So I think I'd probably get it done. I feel like I'm getting it done.
Nope, I'm winning.
Just the competitive thing.
Yeah.
I may not even like hot dogs. I might be allergic to hot dogs, but if you put me in a competition, I'm going to beat you.
You got to compete, man. Same thing with football. You got to compete at all times.
I like that. Thank you, guys, and good luck tomorrow against Ada.
Sir, appreciate you.
Those Thanks are seniors, 5 for Mitchell. Absolutely, 5 for Mitchell and Will Spears. Don't go anywhere. We're going to speak on the Cougars next. You're listening to Coffee with the Coach here on KNED.
Looking for a trustworthy automotive shop? Come see our technicians at Reagan Auto. Our trusted technicians work hard to get your vehicle needs taken care of in a timely manner. Here at Reagan Auto, we provide oil changes, tires, alignments, along with transmissions and engines. Stop by and see us at Reagan Auto at 306 East Wyandotte in McAlester to get a quote, or simply call 918-715-3236. That's 918-715-3236.
The Buffaloes are the pride of McAlester. When it comes to sports, they're the winning team. And when it comes to your money, Bank First is the all-star you need on your side. We're talking big plays with full-service banking, touchdowns with convenient online and mobile banking, and overtime support with extended hours and ATMs statewide. Bank First, your money's winning team. Proud supporter of the McAlester Buffaloes. Member FDIC.
Nothing's working!
Wait, we're not cavemen! We have technology!
Are you a business in need of technology help? The PC Landing Zone specializes in device repair, including phones, tablets, computers, as well as networking installations and troubleshooting, cloud backups, flip phone systems, structured cabling, and more. Give us a call at 918-820-4188 for your local one-stop shop for all your technology needs.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a proud supporter of our McAlester Buffaloes. As your hometown dealership, we're supporting and cheering on our Buffaloes every step of the way, on and off the field. Check out Patriot's unbeatable selection of new Dodge Jeep and Ram vehicles, all backed by our exclusive Patriot Pledge, a lifetime engine warranty. Lifetime engine warranty. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, where community and commitment drive everything we do. Go Buffs!
Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress, where you'll find furnishings for every room in your home. Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress has been family owned and operated for more than 34 years. Our experience and hometown service will help you find the furniture you've always wanted at the best price possible. Best of luck to the McAlester Buffaloes from all of us at Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street, McAlester. Go Buffs! Have a great season. Welcome back to Coffee with the Coach, brought to you by Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress, Reagan Auto, Bank First, Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of McAlester, and the PC Landing Zone. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, at Harbor Mountain Coffee House on 3rd Street in McAlester, live alongside McAlester Buffalo head coach Forrest Mazey. And tomorrow night, it's the 99th edition of POTAC. Ada leads the all-time series 64-33-1, dating back to 1915. But the Buffs have won 8 of the last 11 and has a 9-8 advantage in the 21st century. Cougars took the victory 44-20 back in Ada last year, so the Buffs looking for some revenge tomorrow night on their home turf. Coach Mazey, time for another Guess That Play presented by Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, we go back to 2022, just a couple of years back. I was going to do 2019, but
I like 2022.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buffs lead the Cougars 28-0. Buffaloes have the ball. Second down and goal from the 8-9. Ball's on the right hash moving north. 3:31 left to go in the game.
We're going towards the field house, the scoreboard.
Yes.
We run a little boot action pass, and I want to say we hit Jackson Lauer in the back of the end zone, or I know it's a play action pass touchdown in the back corner.
Okay. Is that your final answer?
That's it.
For those on YouTube, let's roll the clip. There's Les now
Boot
spinning
action.
around, and you even got the right player. That is Jackson Lauerman in the back corner of the end zone. Dadgum. You know, I forgot about that touchdown. Well, I didn't know when that touchdown was. The ones I remember Blaze Ball up the middle.
Yep.
I remember Eric McCarty on the screen pass. And then outside of that, I thought that last touchdown was a run. So I would have got it wrong.
Yep. I remember that one because I was wanting to hit the mid guy, but the kid sucked up on the out, and Jackson stayed open on the – we just had a little slip go. So technically 4-0 since I gave you a bonus one last week. Yeah.
Not too shabby. Coach, a good start to the 2024 season. There's a Guess That Play presented by Tanny Hill Furniture and Mattress. So that play from one of your wins over Ada in your time here, 2-2 against the Cougars. But there hasn't been a real nail-biter since 2010, but we had a fan question from John on Facebook asking if you've had a favorite moment in the Ada McAlester Ada series so far.
Oh, man. Winning. I think it's the number one. I think the one play I remember is when it was 4th down and we were in Dozer and the ball hits his butt or hits one of our up backs and rolls back there on 4th and 2, and he scoops it and goes 60 to the house on a 4th down and 2 play. So that was kind of icing on the cake over at their place a couple years ago, and just beating them. I think beating Ada is important. I think beating, especially since last year. Last year we have a 20-7 lead and squander it, and then I felt like we folded a little bit as a team and as a coaching staff. I think we needed to do better, and the importance of that game, I think, for the community is paramount. Obviously, it's a rival, and I know they don't like us. They were, we go and beat them in JV Monday night, 53-13. And I think we need to score every time we get the ball. I think we need to stop them and just kind of put that hurt on them.
So you have a new coach. Coach Boyles is with Ada now. Not new to the program, though, an assistant coach and also, I believe, assistant athletic director.
Yep.
What do you think of the team he's got here in 2024?
At the junior class they have is really, really talented. They've got a lot of skilled guys, quarterback, all the receivers, the running back. They're heavily relying on the junior class as far as skill. They got some good linemen. Linebackers are a decent little crew. D-line's decent. They got a kid moved back from I think he moved to Nebraska or North Dakota or something. He's back at DN for this year. Didn't play against them last year, but started as a freshman 2 years ago. So they got some depth. They got some kids that can, obviously state track champions in 4A. So they got some kids that can run. They can fly a little bit. If you let them get out in the open and go, you're not going to catch them. We've got to keep guys bottled up and eliminate the big play. I think that's what we didn't do last year. They big played us, and even on defense, you got to play good up front. And I think losing their D coordinator helps us a lot. Obviously, they got a hometown guy that's the DC, but familiarity with with the guy they had for 3 years, and Coach Osteen, did a good job. Now he's at Wynnewood. So I'm excited about the opportunity, and everybody, like I said, everybody knows this is POTAC, and they know it as something else, and I'm sure you'll see them wear their hats. So at the end of the day, it's a friendly rivalry, but it is a rivalry, and people need to understand that. And it's not a disrespectful thing for us to say POTAC or them to say FUMAC. That's their thing. That's our thing. That's what we do. That's what rivalries do. As long as it stays civil, then I think it's about the kids understanding the rivalry and embracing that rivalry more so than people's feelings.
I want to ask you about this one real quick before we move on. Lost a lot of production in the run game, but, their pass game is lethal right now. You mentioned the big play. Yep. What challenges does Ada present in the passing game?
I just think they do a good job of stacking the box and making things present as runs so they can get those one-on-one matchups. And if they get the one-on-one matchups, obviously they like their guys. They're two outside guys. And so they do a good job. I think they're going to try to establish the run to really explode on the pass. So we have to understand that. We have to understand who their targets are, what they're trying to do, where their production is more so than not.
All right, that's kickoff tomorrow, 7:30 in MacTown over at the Hook. We're going to take a break. Coming up next from Harbor Mountain Coffee House on 3rd Street, McAlester. One final break with head coach Forrest Mazey reading some of your questions. Don't go anywhere. You're on KNED.
Looking for a trustworthy automotive shop? Come see our technicians at Reagan Auto. Our trusted technicians work hard to get your vehicle needs taken care of in a timely manner. Here at Reagan Auto, we provide oil changes, tires, alignments, along with transmissions and engines. Stop by and see us at Reagan Auto at 306 East Wyandotte in McAlester to get a quote, or simply call 918-715-3236. That's 918-715-3236.
The Buffaloes are the pride of McAlester. When it comes to sports, they're the winning team. And when it comes to your money, Bank First is the all-star you need on your side. We're talking big plays with full-service banking, touchdowns with convenient online and mobile banking, and overtime support with extended hours and ATMs statewide. Bank First, your money's winning team. Proud supporter of the McAlester Buffaloes. Member FDIC.
Nothing's working!
Wait, we're not cavemen! We have technology!
Are you a business in need of technology help? The PC Landing Zone specializes in device repair, including phones, tablets, computers, as well as networking installations and troubleshooting, cloud backups, flip phone systems, structured cabling, and more. Give us a call at 918-820-4188 for your local one-stop shop for all your technology needs.
Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester is a proud supporter of our McAlester Buffaloes. As your hometown dealership, we're supporting and cheering on our Buffaloes every step of the way, on and off the field. Check out Patriot's unbeatable selection of new Dodge Jeep and Ram vehicles, all backed by our exclusive Patriot Pledge, a lifetime engine warranty. Lifetime engine warranty. Patriot Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in McAlester, where community and commitment drive everything we do. Go Buffs!
Tannehill Furniture and Mattress, where you'll find furnishings for every room in your home. Tannehill Furniture and Mattress has been family owned and operated for more than 34 years. Our experience and hometown service will help you find the furniture you've always wanted at the best price possible. Best of luck to the McAlester Buffaloes from all of us at Tannehill Furniture and Mattress, 5 South 5th Street, McAlester. Go Buffs! Have a great season.
Welcome back to Coffee with the Coach, brought to you by Tannehill Furniture and Mattress, Bank First, Patriot, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of McAlester, the PC Landing Zone, and Reagan Auto. Let's take a quick look at the broadcast schedule this week, beginning with the 9th Annual Car Bash tonight at Fenton Nissan in McAlester. Again, we'll be broadcasting live on KNED, but we do encourage everyone to come on out to support and cheer on the Buffs and watch them beat up a car. We also have McAlester Volleyball versus Muskogee on our YouTube channel at 6:30 p.m. tonight with Chase McNutt on the call. Scene setters released at 9 a.m. We've got the big one tomorrow at McAlester, between the McAlester Buffaloes and the Ada Cougars here on KNED at The Hook, 11:50 a.m., 98.3 FM, and on the KNED app. Kickoff at 7:30, pregame at 6:45, radio only, video streaming near kickoff at McAlsterRadio.com. Then Saturday rolls around. We have one game on 2 different stations. The 13th-ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys make a bus trip east to T-Town to play the Tulsa Golden Hurricane at 11 a.m. Pre-game show at 9 for the Pokes on Rock 105. And if you're rain caning, it'll be on Cool 96.7 with the pre-game show at 10. And then at 2:30, the 15th-ranked Oklahoma Sooners look to defend their home field against the Tulane Green Wave. Pre-game begins at 11:30 on KNED. Now we have fan questions for head coach Forrest Mazey. Again, you can send it to us on Twitter if you ever have one. DM us at Buff Sports Radio or message us on Facebook, facebook.com/McAlester Radio. Jay asks on Twitter, do you have any funny road trip stories over your football career?
One from college. It's kind of
any that you can share.
Yeah, I can share because that first year, I'm kind of naive to college. I'm just thinking it's like a high school road trip. And our defensive coordinator gets up and said, "We need to get this win, boys, so I can pull out the hidden flask." And I'm like, what the heck is he talking about? Little did I know that we found out what he was talking about.
That was pretty quick.
Yeah, that's the one that stands out like the funniest one. Now, I have some stories about some kids that I won't say where, but we were on our way to Kansas to play a non-district game, believe it or not. And we stop and we're using the restroom, and it's windy up there, mind you. It's early, and I'm using the restroom, and as a kid, he just wanted to talk. And he's just sitting there in the bathroom, and there's a guy next to me using the restroom as well. I said, "Man, it's windy out there, Dalen." He said, "Coach, this is the Windy City." I said, "Dalen, this is a state. This is a state, son. Chicago's the Windy City." And that young man has multiple stories, I can tell you.
This is the Windy City. No,
it's not. I said, "No, this is a state, and Chicago's what you're talking about. That is the Windy City."
That's pretty good. Jefferson asks on Twitter, I like what OU does between third and fourth quarter with the Toby Keith sing-along. What song would you want going into the fourth quarter if you could choose?
Ooh, one that every kid knows for some reason, Country Roads, Take Me Home.
Okay.
I
little West Virginia.
Yeah, some people, I know a lot of kids know that song just because it's how popular it was in a short period of time. So it was good.
All right, Dave asks, what would be the name of your autobiography?
Ooh, more memoirs than anything. I just the life and times of Forrest Mazey.
Keep it simple, but
the life and times.
Bold.
But bold, very bold.
Ella asks on Messenger, outside of the usual rivals, who would you consider McAllister's biggest rival during your time with the Buffs?
Coweta, 100%.
I figured that would probably be the answer.
Almost 1,000,000% Coweta.
And Keegan asks, what is your favorite play call of all time?
Man, favorite play call. I don't know, probably the one against Dell City, and the one that put us back into the game right after they scored. It's down 10, and we get the ball back. We got the ball back for our own 35 or own 30.
Oh, you're talking about that little wheel
route?
Yeah,
so basically we'd hit it early in the game. I said, well, boys, we ain't got a lot that we can beat them with right now deep, and we got to score quick. I said, we're going to call the same play and see if it works again. And I see it, and when Caden let it go, I thought it was too far. I'm like, And then, right in front of me, there comes Eric. And obviously we still had to get another touchdown to win, but, or to take the lead, and we did that. And just a fun play to call and to watch it work again. And
the great thing is it worked again the next year.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever stopped it. Yeah,
no, they haven't. It's been wide open for a touchdown every time.
All right, Coach. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, big game tonight or Friday night, and like I said, it's one that we really need to play well and come out and have some payback. Last year, I thought, having the lead, I thought we got complacent. We got up 20-7. You try to go, you're going to try to kick the door in, and they ends up smashing it back in your face. And then, like I said, I feel like we folded a little bit because we didn't know how to respond. We just thought it should work because of who the Buffs are and who they think we are, and the reality is it's a rivalry. They don't think we're squat, and just like we think of them, it's just one of the things that you're going to have to play 4 quarters of football because it's a rivalry. They're always going to play for pride, even if they're bad. They're going to play for even if we're bad. But it's a prideful game. It's a family game if you're from here or there. It's a town game. It's like I said, it's a multitude. It's for your family, it's for your town, it's for your school. It's against a rival. It's against a team we don't like very much. And we want to come out there and have a great showing.
All right, Coach, thank you for your time, and good luck tomorrow against Ada.
Thank you.
That was head coach Forrest Mazey along with Brandon Green. Again, thank you for tuning in, and until next week, same time, same place, don't have a great day. Have a Buffalo day, everybody.